picture. Really the hottest nigga, you gon' respect this lava. I'm shooting it if I pull it, boy, make sure you want this drama. I bring it to you like it's Law and Order SVU. Turn you to a vegetable, now you look good inside a soup. Family come from Bishopville, but I grew up in that Bronx Zoo where they shoot you dead in the street and then dance all on top of you. And I do what I gotta do.
Started. Please don't get me started. Started.
What up, y'all? It's Natealmighty, aka the global dark-skinned ambassador. With another Rikers Island story, man. And I want to talk about the time where I violated the fake blood. You know what I mean? And this is probably the grimiest thing I ever did to somebody my entire time in Rikers Island. You know what I'm saying? Like I really violated them. I really violated them, and I just violated him with the help of my man Leaky from the Bronx. He for people from the Bronx who might know of Leaky, you know, there's more than one Leakys in the Bronx. So this is Blood / YG Leaky, who used to be in Cortland, and he ended up, taking his own life. In my hood, years back. But, this was my dog. Like, knew him before we went to jail, and then we went to jail. We wasn't in the same house, but we was in court together this one time. And then we were seeing each other in Green, you know what I mean? And we came home the same year, I believe. I came home the year before him. But anyways, this is what happens, right? When you go to court in Rikers Island, a lot of dastardly things, devilish things go on in court because, one, you in court, which is a reminder that you're locked up. So you wake up early in the morning for court, way early in the morning. This is a whole day process for a situation where you're going to wait hours at a time, and then you're going to go to the courtroom, you're going to be handcuffed. You're not allowed to say anything. Your lawyer's gonna say some quick stuff. The judge gonna say some quick stuff, and you're gonna get remanded. You know you're gonna get remanded. You wait all day in court, and even extra long hours after you see the judge already, right? Because you're waiting for everyone else going to your building. Just knowing that you're gonna get remanded, or you're gonna be forced to go to trial. You're gonna be forced to cop out for some time that you do not want to do, but you gotta do anyway, right? So people be mad. And court is boring, The officers, they go off in the corner somewhere, they little booth, they talk amongst themselves. They really don't care what we doing for the most part, unless they see us doing something, or they smell us, smoking weed or something like that. Then they come violate because they'll get in trouble if we do that. But you tend to want to find things to do. And part of finding out things to do is if you're one of the quote-unquote tough guys, right? You're one of the quote-unquote bullies, which I was, both of those things at a certain point in time. You find your entertainment in humiliating other people, and hazing other people, just violating. Like, a lot of things happen in court. People might exchange drugs with other people in they same set. Some people, they sneak in. What some guys would do is we had like the powdered Kool-Aid, right? Well, all you gotta do is add water. They might get one of the plastic gloves that you might get from the mess hall. They might fill them all up, right? Fill the fingers up, take one or two of the fingers, rip the finger off, pour the Kool-Aid, and then you take it with you, right? So then you could suck on the finger. It's like candy or whatever. This is what we did, Or you'll sneak like a Danish in, something like that. So guys will look for who's ever doing that, take it from them. But what happened a lot of times the most was if dudes found out that you was somebody from a rival neighborhood, or if they found out you was in the gang, they would press you to see if you knew your stuff, whatever's supposed to be on your paperwork, or you knew your codes or whatever. And if you did not, you would then be faced with a series of unfortunate events. You would be faced with a series of unfortunate events. This is exactly what happened, you know. So on this particular day, I chose to have a little fun. And I chose to be an instigator. So it's me, my man Leaky, like I said, and then it's a couple other dudes. Right? It's a couple other dudes. It just so happens that the three guys who we with, two of them are dudes who I believe they was from places who had individuals that we was cool with or something like that. But for whatever reason, right? For whatever reason, we decided, or rather I decided at the moment, because Leaky was asleep, that it had nothing to do with them. Like, they looked at like, first of all, none of them, me and Leaky was the two toughest dudes, like, period, in the whole, like, cell. So everyone else was weaker than us by default. And then the other two dudes, I don't know. I just kind of like them. I remember like exchanging some words. I probably ended up talking about like Dragon Ball Z or something with them. And I thought they was cool, you know. Like I wasn't one of those all of the time just because I know I can hurt you, I'm gonna hurt you or violate you. I was on some, I'm not gonna violate everybody, but if I feel like it, I'm gonna pick somebody, right? So what I did was I seen this dude, he was taller than me, looked like he'd be more of a challenge if, you know, it came to fisticuffs. Cause like I said, I'm not a bully. Most fights I had on Rikers Island was dudes who was either my size or bigger. I never was a dude who, okay, you smaller than me, so I'm just gonna violate you. That partly contributed to why them other two guys I ain't really mess with, right? The other dude was taller than me. It looked like, you know, I'd have to punch up, you feel me? Like, so he looked a little timid. I asked him, mind you, sidebar, Leaky is on his back. He's asleep on the bench. Took up a whole bench to himself. He's asleep, right? I'm sitting next to the tall dude, and then the other two guys on the other bench, you know, they carrying on, they living their own life, right? But I see the tall dude. I look at the tall dude. I'm like, yo, what's good, bro? You ain't bring like no Danishes or nothing? Like, nah, I ain't bring nothing. This, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, what crib you in? He like, yo, I'm from such and such crib, whatever. I'm like, yo, what you doing in there? He like, man, I ain't doing nothing yet. I just got there, whatever. I'm like, word? Where you from? He say some hood in the Bronx. Some hood in the Bronx or whatever. I forgot. I don't remember. That's not important. I'm like, what you bang, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? You YG? GFC? You know what I mean? Blood, Crip? I mean, like, you blood, Crip, whatever. You know what I mean? Mind you, Leaky snoring. He has no idea what's going on right now, right? He like, yo, I'm blood. I'm like, word, you blood? You ain't doing nothing yet? I'm like, yo, what set are you? What, man? Like, you know what I mean? Non-Trey, Miller. Miller was the most popular movement of Bloods going on at the time. I'm like, what are you, Non-Trey, Miller, this, that, and the third? He like, I'm double AG. I'm like, double AG? Nigga, double AG? This nigga said he double AG. I'm like, yo, what is that? He like, yo, we a branch under some. I'm like, bro, I ain't never heard of that. So then a bulb pops up in my head. I'm like, okay, we really about to have some fun. I'm like, I'm about to wake Leaky up because Leaky is not gonna like this. So I shake Leaky awake. I'm like, yo, Leaky, wake up, bro. He like, yo, what's good? I'm like, yo, bro, your blood homie is here. I'm like, yo, your blood homie is here. So then Leaky get on this Subu, you know, start saying this stuff. He like, yo, who you be, blood? And the dude's like, I'm some double AG. Leaky was like, double AG? What's that? Right? I'm like, yo, it's the blood homie, man. It's the blood homie, bro. Like, he like, what? This nigga not blood. Hey, yo, what's in your pockets? So Leaky go in his pockets. He ain't got nothing. Leaky like, yo, man, I should make you stand in the toilet, yo. You false claiming, bro. Like, yo, you fool. So then I start to instigate. I'm like, you won't make him stand in the toilet. Mind you, the toilet is like nasty. Like it got like, cause you know, we done ate lunch and all that. So it got like pieces of peanut butter sandwich in there. It got urine in there. It got pieces of cheese sandwich in there. Mayonnaise packets. Pee. Like I said, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, you won't make him stand in the toilet. Leaky makes him stand in the toilet. He tries to resist at first, right? Then I chose to get real aggressive. Because Leaky was like, yo, stand in that toilet, yo. Start getting in his face, putting his finger in his face. I'm laughing and all that. Because this I just got remanded for 2 months. I'm like, I'm about to have fun while I'm here. Like, I'm catching wreck. I'm going back to the crib with a story to tell, right? So he looking like he about to step in, but he fake resisting, right? Because, you know, I'm taller than Leaky. And I'm taller than Leaky and the dude's taller than me. So maybe it was the height thing. Even though, you know, like Leaky was official. Leaky had hands. Like, we wouldn't even have to jump him. Like, either one of us could have, you know, got the one on, you know, mix them up, put them in the blender, you feel me? But I rise to the occasion. Anyway, I'm like, yo, you heard what my man said, nigga? Get in that toilet, bro. Stand in that toilet, bro, for something bad happening to you. He started acting like he about to go. I'm like, yo, don't make it hot, yo. Don't make it hot, bro. Stand in the toilet, bro. Stand in the toilet, bro. So now he's standing in the toilet. He's standing there he had to been standing in the toilet for 2 to 5 minutes, and we ignoring him. He just standing in the toilet. Mind you, like I said, it's pee in the toilet. It's soggy bread in there. It's central bookings, extra dark peanut butter. It's cheese. It's mayonnaise in there, and it's urine. Like I said, so he just standing in there. We just antagonizing him. We talking about him, this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, man, let your blood get out the toilet, man. He's like, yo, he's not blood, bro. Stop jacking that, bro. Right? So, in my head, I'm thinking, like, how can we make this more interesting, right? So, I stand up. I walk up to the dude. I'm like, yo, take your socks off. He take off his socks one at a time, and he's standing on one foot in the toilet, right? You can hear his feet just mixing up with all the nastiness, right? He's standing in one toilet, take off his sock, then he's standing on one foot, take off the other sock, he puts it in the bowl, right? I shouldn't be laughing at this because this is real messed up, right? But this was before I started getting enlightened and all that, and I started caring about my own people, right? I had no regards for my own people at all at this current point in time, right? So he got his socks balled up in his hand. I'm like, yo, put your sock in your mouth now. He like, nah, bro, you well, yo, it's pee in the toilet, this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, put your fucking sock in your mouth or we kill you, bro. You got remanded, nigga. You got remanded. You know what's up. Don't make me send that kite. Right? So now Leaky get up. We both in his face. Leaky pushing him in his nose and in his forehead. He like, you know what it is. I get you blitz. I get you blitzed by the homie. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, right? So he act like he wasn't gonna do it. He ends up taking the sock, putting the sock in his mouth. The sock with urine, bread, peanut butter, cheese, mayonnaise. Puts the sock in his mouth. I say, yo, put the whole sock in your mouth. Put the whole ball in your mouth. Pause. Put almost the whole thing in his mouth. Pause. Hey, yo. But, yo, that's exactly what happened. So now we got him just standing there. We antagonizing him more. And for him, it probably felt like an eternity. But this was probably more like 10 minutes. 10 minutes where we just violating him. Me and Leaky violating them. The other two guys in the cell, they just watching, horrified, but glad it ain't them, right? And at some point, we heard the CO coming. We sat down. We left him standing up. The CO seen him. The CO was like, yo, what are you doing standing in the toilet? What are you doing standing in the toilet? He looked like he wanted to snitch, but he just was quiet. And the CO was like, get your ass out that toilet. He's like, yo, y'all two in there. Y'all look like troublemakers. Y'all better not be this, that, third. We like, nah, CO. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you talking about. Like, this the homie. Right, you feel me? And he got out the toilet, and I think dude made bail or something, because no kite ever had to get sent out. I never had to deal with seeing him again and him trying to come at me or try to fight me. So he must have went home after that. And I never seen that guy again on Rikers Island. So in a way, I think that me and Leaky changed his life around. He seen how serious it was trying to be a gang member and you not real right and trying to be a tough guy. Because we never seen this guy again. So in a way, he should thank me. I made him realize who he is. Now, bullying is wrong. You know, I go against bullying all the time, but that's just a story about what happened at the time when I was there, man. You know, like, hey, it is what it is, man. Rest in peace to the homie Leaky, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.